Here's a strange question. Can you remember the worst physical pain you've ever felt? Maybe you broke a bone. Maybe you were badly burned. Maybe you suffered an injury so severe that in that moment you thought you couldn't endure another second. Now, try something. Feel that exact pain again. Not the memory of it, the pain itself. You can't. You can remember what happened, but the sensation is gone. Completely gone. As if your body erased it the moment it was over. But now think of something else. Someone who hurt you. Someone who broke your trust. Someone who left when they promised they wouldn't. Maybe it happened 10 years ago. Maybe 20. Yet the moment you think about it, something changes. Your chest tightens. Your heartbeat shifts. A familiar ache returns. Why? Why does the body forget physical suffering while the mind clings to emotional wounds for decades? For most of human history, scientists believed pain was pain. A single signal, a single system, a single experience. But in 2013, neuroscientist Tor Wager and his team discovered something that challenged that idea. They were studying the brain's response to pain, searching for a neurological signature that could identify physical suffering with remarkable accuracy. What they found was surprising. Physical pain and emotional pain looked strikingly similar inside the brain, almost identical. But there was one critical difference. When participants were shown photographs of former partners who had rejected them, something unexpected happened. They didn't simply remember the heartbreak. They relived it. The emotional wound reopened. The brain reacted as if the event were happening all over again. Not years ago. Not in the past. Right now. Think about that. A broken leg heals. A surgical wound closes. Even the memory of intense physical agony eventually becomes distant, almost academic. But a broken heart? A song, a smell, a familiar voice, a stranger's laugh that sounds just right. And suddenly, years disappear. The pain is back. The same nervous system, the same emotions, the same flood of chemicals racing through your body, as if time never passed at all. It's almost as if the brain built a special vault for emotional wounds, one it never created for physical injuries. Researchers then asked an obvious question. Which kind of pain do people actually consider worse? The answer was startling. Most people didn't choose a physical injury. Not surgery. Not a serious accident. Not even some of the most extreme forms of bodily suffering. Instead, they pointed to betrayal, rejection, abandonment, the loss of someone they loved. But why would evolution design us this way? Wouldn't it make more sense to vividly remember the bear attack and forget the breakup? This is where the story becomes even stranger. Psychologists have identified something called the negativity bias. The human brain gives more weight to bad experiences than good ones. And from an evolutionary perspective, the logic is brutally simple. Missing a pleasure costs you an opportunity. Missing a threat can cost you your life. Physical pain in this framework represents a danger you already survived. The lesson has been learned. The threat is gone. The file can be archived. But emotional pain is different. To the ancient social machinery of the human brain, rejection and betrayal aren't merely events from the past. They are warnings about the future. This could happen again, with this person, with people like them. So stay alert. Don't lower your guard. And that's why the brain keeps reopening the wound.